Welcome everyone to a brand new video. Thank you so much for choosing my channel to inform yourself with what's happening around the world. Today's video is very important. It says Trump has taken the nuclear suitcase to Florida, where he's going to retire. According to these sources, he will not attend the White House inauguration on January 20th, 2021. Sources say Trump will not pass Biden the nuclear suitcase during the inauguration. This briefcase has the activation codes for the U.S. atomic weapons defense system. What does Trump want with them? Is he planning to attack Iraq? Is he planning to attack Venezuela? Let's continue, my friends. This is very interesting. The report came on Saturday by the British newspaper The Independent. According to sources, it is part of his tantrum. Trump is still throwing tantrums, my friends. He is unwilling to recognize the electoral defeat on November 3rd. Trump continues to allege electoral fraud, even though many of his colleagues have abandoned that theory and have abandoned him, have given their back to him. Trump has decided not to participate in the investiture or inauguration ceremony this January 20th, 2021. This way, Trump is breaking a tradition of more than 100 years. The outgoing president attends his successor investiture to pass the witness on the steps of the Capitolium. Mike Pence will attend Biden's inauguration session. Well, not inauguration, but it's an inaugural session. In the absence of Trump, the handover of power in the U.S. implies handing over command and control of the U.S. nuclear arsenal found inside the briefcase. So what's going to happen now? Trump is playing with it in his retirement home in Florida. Okay, well, let's see what they can do. Okay, so later they clarify that in the interior of the suitcase, the activation code plus a button when pressed immediately activates the nuclear warheads, intercontinental ballistic missiles in the military submarines, bases, strategic bombers of the U.S. Army. So Trump is playing with very expensive equipment and material that could blow up the entire planet. The newspaper Independent reports the atomic codes in the briefcase will cease to function. Oh, good. As soon as Biden is sworn in as the 46th president of the United States. Okay, so let's say by 2 o'clock, whatever Trump has will not be any good to him. Those codes will be changed unless he pressed the button before the inauguration. Crazy stuff. Let's talk about another crucial issue. Okay, well, the dollar. Well, yeah. The European Union seeks independence from the US currency due to vulnerabilities experienced during Trump's term. Okay, the British newspapers share a normative document of the European Commission explaining that before the outgoing president of the United States, Donald Trump, on January 20th, Brussels could apply a project to become independent from the U.S. dollar. Wow. Okay, let me stop there And let me tell you, if the European Union stops using the dollar, that dollar may be weakened, maybe weakened, because if the U.S. dollar is not used by everybody in the planet, that means the dollar is demand goes down, and when, like anything else, when the demand is high or is up, it gives value, right? So, okay, let's continue. The European Union says the years of Donald Trump unleashed their vulnerabilities and they have to eliminate them. It is all about what position in the world the European Union will occupy. Well, I don't blame them. They're worried about what position they will play in the world and how strong uh, of a position they will have. So they're thinking about their people, or they're thinking about you know just to keeping strong. So I don't blame them for wanting to do something about their vulnerabilities. The possibility of becoming an economic power corresponding to their dimensions, read the document. So the document said that possibility of becoming an economic power corresponding to our dimensions. The text of the record indicates that after the U.S. left the treaty in 2018, and I'm talking about the nuclear agreement known by the official name of the Comprehensive Joint Action Plan. The U.S. applied harsh sanctions against Iran. The European bloc suffered difficulties in signing its independence against those embargoes. So, although the sanctions went against Iran only, the European Union was stuck in that, let's say, like in some sort of net that they couldn't get out because um, they had ties um, with the economic power, right? With oh yeah, it says right here that with the European-based financial infrastructure, such as the SWIFT payment messaging system and the Euroclear and Clearstream securities depositories, and this comes from the Financial Times. Hmm? So plans in the document aim to boost the bloc's strategic autonomy. Huh? So they want to be more independent, like I said. Include stricter foreign acquisition using the new European Union system to control foreign investment. That's good that they will have more control of who invests and who is not allowed to invest, and what the loopholes are in those contracts. Hmm? So in 2019, the community bloc activated the instrument to support commercial exchange to evade the United States sanctions on the Islamic Republic of Iran. However, Tehran assures that these measures have been vain. So whatever measures they had before to try to stop the sanctions or to soften the sanctions did not work. They need new ones, and that's what they're going to do. Okay, one last point here. This comes from Russia. The foreign minister, Maria Sarajova, a spokesperson, says that the United States uses repressive policies against its citizens. According to the spokesperson, Maria Sarajova, some supporters of Donald Trump are interested in obtaining Russian citizenship. Okay? The most alarming thing is the deep crisis that has affected all United States. Today, today affects the country with the most potent, voluminous, and extensive military budget. It was the observation made by Maria Sarajova, Minister of Foreign Affairs. She also made it known that the United States turned an illegal sanctions into the Western Wall tool to dominate all other states. So what she's saying here is that although the military gets a lot of money, citizens of the United States are being left by themselves to fend for themselves. My friends, we have reached the end of this video. Thank you so much for staying all the way to the end. And like I always say, let's help one another. And I will see you in my very next video in a couple of days. Ciao, ciao for now, my friends.